The first thing I want to say to you is if you are dealing with a racing runaway mind, I am so sorry. I have been through quite a bit with my own mind. I don't think all minds are created equal, and I think I got one of those junkyard dog minds that's kind of always looking for trouble and always ready to make a lot of noise about it. So, if you are struggling with sleepless nights and racing thoughts, I am really sorry. At the same time, given the journey that I've been on, I want to encourage you that a comfortable mind doesn't always bring the highest calling. I truly believe that working with a human mind and bringing it into the calm and useful condition, befriending the mind, is the best use of human time. So while I'm sorry that you're struggling, I have nothing but hope for you and fully expect you to find your way. So, without further ado, here are 5 bad news and good news helps. Bad news number 1. Your mind is never going to be quiet. The Dalai Lama's mind is not quiet. No one's mind is quiet. There's a misconception out there that a mind maybe could be quiet. And people go to meditation thinking they might need a quiet mind to use that tool. This is all untrue and problematic. The good news is you don't want it to be quiet. A quiet mind is a mind that is completely asleep or dead, because minds are made of thoughts, and you want to have thoughts. You want to have thoughts that are useful and pleasant and friendly to you. So what you want to do, and you can do this, is make a friend of your mind. Bad news number 2. You cannot imagine when you start out how many repetitions it is going to take for you to make your mind your friend. Here is a way you can get some idea of how many repetitions it's going to be. Just imagine for a minute that you had to do something useful, pleasant, and helpful with your mind for every single negative thought you've had so far. For every single uncontrolled spinning out thought you've had so far, you had to repeat something positive. That's the bad news. It takes many, many, many repetitions. Now here's the good news. Every repetition feels good. That's the good news. You have to repeat a lot, but the repetitions feel good. Bad news number 3. The repetitions referenced in bad news number 2, although they feel good, are often going to feel flimsy and light compared to the torment of the runaway mind. There is something called the negativity bias that gets us here. The negativity bias tells us that things that feel negative or bad are far more important and urgent than things that feel good. So when you're going through your repetitions, your gratitudes, your positive moments, your meditation practices, they might feel really insubstantial in the face of the pain that you deal with. But the good news is every repetition counts. Your unconscious mind is recording all of those repetitions, and they are being stored. There is a cumulative effect to the work that you do to counter your racing mind, and it does add up. Bad news number 4. And this one is really important because it can knock you out from continuing to make progress with your mind. Even after you've done a lot of repetitions, this one might come up and bite you. And it is that there will be times when it feels like things are getting worse instead of better. It really is true. Sometimes even way into being really good with meditating and affirmations or whatever choices you make about what works for you, a day comes, a week comes, months come where it's like you're going backwards instead of forwards. It's true. That happens. The good news is, and this news is really good, painful but good. What happens when we get a certain amount of improvement is that the deeper stuff comes up. So we get the nervous system to calm a little bit, and the racing thoughts slow a little bit. And there we find ourselves face to face with the origin of the racing thoughts, the reason for the racing thoughts. And it may be that that busy mind has been trying to protect you. So at this point, you have to pace yourself. But one thing you can do is look at that stuff coming up and say, I'm doing well enough now to be able to look at this and let it go. Every time something comes up in this kind of practice, a meditation practice or a positive identity practice, we can say, I have the tools now that I need to make a different choice. When these difficulties started, I didn't have these tools and I didn't have these choices, but I now know that I can make my life pleasant for myself. And I'm ready to let go of these pains and miseries. You might need more help at that time, but you know you're worth it. Bad news number 5. Nobody can do this for you. You have to do it yourself. It's not necessarily lonely work, but there is no one on earth who can predict how this will go for you. And it's something that's kind of disappointing. Like, why didn't somebody tell me a long time ago that this was going to be so hard? And why didn't somebody tell me what would work? It's not bad faith. There are a lot of people like me out there really trying to say, hang in there, try this, but we can't say how exactly it's going to work for you. And if we said, oh, it's going to be a slog for 10 years, you might be one of those people for whom something clicks after the second month and you simply feel like you know how to make choices for yourself and how you're thinking. The good news is you don't have to do it by yourself. You do have to shop around for the method that works for you. You do have to put in the repetitions, but you can do it in good company. And it's wonderful to find other people who are doing the same kind of work that you are and to do it in parallel, to be in company. It's magnificent. For me, the winning combination was meditation, which has helped me a lot, but wasn't the end answer. In meditation, I encountered many admonitions that I should have a positive mind. And I simply didn't get there. I got so I could witness my mind, and I was doing fairly well, but I really thought I'm falling short of what I'm being asked to do. And I had to invent a method because I couldn't find one. I really couldn't find a method for setting aside anger and choosing positivity. So I worked with my stepfather, a psychologist, and we came up with the Positive Identity Project, not just for me, but for everybody. So you do have to find what works for you. You do have to repeat it. But the good faith supporters are here to be with you while you make your way. And some people have had just tons of experience and really can be helpful. I've created a PDF with some of the practices that have helped me the most. And you can find it in the links in the description and comments. So I hope I'll see you again soon. And just please keep at it. Like I said at the beginning, I sincerely believe it's the highest calling a human can receive, as painful as it is.